Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Soul Dive Tarot. Today we'll be looking at what is your hidden talents. So any hidden abilities or skills that you have. There are 3 piles. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. If you would like to book a reading with me, the link will be in the description box below, and so will the timestamps for each pile. So you can pause the video if you need to, take as long as you need to, choosing which pile you feel drawn to, and that will be your reading. So the link will be in the description, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Today we will be looking at what is your hidden talents, any hidden skills that you have that you need to focus on. What are any hidden abilities, skills, and talents for you? So this is your pile. We have some tarot cards and oracle cards. Your first tarot card is 10 of Wands. And then you have 4 of Cups. And Knight of Wands. So for your oracle cards, you have the comic, perception, rats, and clouds. Okay, that's very interesting. I am getting that you are quite good at reading the room. I definitely feel like you have a skill in reading the room. You're able to see what's actually going on with the people around you. So you're able to see the bigger picture and people's hidden motives, or not hidden, people's more like people's genuine motives. So you're highly perceptive, and you're good at acting like you don't notice things, or perhaps this is something that you don't even know you're doing, but you're sensitive to the energies around you and the energies in the room, and you're able to identify when things are going negatively, badly, and when things are going positively. And you have a skill at changing the scene, changing up the energies of the room, changing topics if you need to. You're a quick thinker, and things of that nature. I'm definitely feeling like you are an energy reader. You read the energy of the room, but also you can read people. You can turn things to a state of balance when things have like become a bit unbalanced, a bit too negative, a bit too like if there's too much drama around you, you're able to change things. So you have an immense skill in reading the situation, knowing what, like where your attention needs to go, or where the group's attention needs to go in order to maintain balance. in order to sort of fix or adjust the situation. So you're highly skilled at that. Yeah, you're also very skilled at you like you're like very important in your group. Like, maybe, I don't know if you think that you're not, but without you, I think the group or social situation or organization, or maybe it's even your work, wouldn't run well without you. So the friendships or the relationships would break up without you, because you're like the hidden. This is a skill that's quite hidden for you. Even other people don't entirely notice it. Well, it might be that other people don't notice it. It's a skill that is so subtle that people may not notice it. You're not too loud about it. You appear not to be sensitive to the room around you. You appear not to be perceptive. You appear not to be actually listening to what's going on and actually focusing on the environment around you. I guess it must be a good thing that it's sort of hidden, but my guess is that if you ever left a group or a situation or a workplace, they're going to realize how much of a difference you made in the team or in the group, because yes, it's just quite subtle. Not much people can notice it until you're gone, then they notice it. But yeah, you change situations to, particularly if they're negative, you change them to a positive spin. Or particularly if you see drama brewing up, you're able to switch, like change the topic or change up the situation. So with the rats card in the clouds, it's not that you can't face darker topics or darker situations. Perhaps it's that you've even gone through some depression, or you've even struggled with something yourself, and you know that it's something that you don't want to promote or continue, just encourage. It's not something that you want to encourage. It's something that you've already faced and dealt with, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to have this again. I'm not going to have drama. So you're able to lighten situations up. But it's certainly not because you are afraid of darker topics, or, like, when I say darker, I mean perhaps like depressive, like any sort of drama, any sort of negativity, jealousy, depression, things like that. You've experienced these things, or you're very well adept at dealing with them. That's a hidden skill that you have. You're well adept at dealing with them. It's actually because you know what you want. You know that focusing too much on negativity and distractions and jealousy is just not going to work out. Like the group will fall apart, or the workplace won't work as efficiently as it should. You won't be able to concentrate as well as you would like to. So you have developed a skill of dealing with these situations, dealing with negative situations and transforming them. Or perhaps even cutting them out of your life. So I think maybe this is an additional message, but I think that you are currently cutting some things out of your life, and you are currently inviting more fun, spontaneity, and like more color and experience into your life. And it's almost like you don't have time to deal with certain negativity. You just don't have time to deal with it. And there is a hidden harshness to you as well. But I mean that in the best way possible. Like you know what you want. Maybe you appear to not know what you want, but you do. So yeah, I have one oracle card left for you. It says adjustments are required, third quarter moon. That I feel like is a good summary of this hidden talent of yours. You clear the fog. You clear the fog around you. You are flexible and adjustable. So I guess this I think this applies to something bigger. You're quite flexible even mentally. So you are someone who is changeable. You're able to not attach yourself to emotions. You see emotions as fleeting, or you treat them as fleeting, and you move on. So I think you're this type of person who you're perceptive. You notice when things need to be adjusted or fixed. And this could apply to bigger things than just your social group. This could potentially apply to the way that you handle things in general and your way of being in general. So yes, you have a strong skill at adjusting things. So sometimes it's almost like you have a lot of things that are already taking up your focus, because this just came to me. Perhaps because you are so sensitive and you notice everything, you notice like little details that other people miss. I think this skill of yours, it makes you feel a bit drained easily sometimes, like you are carrying the burden of everyone around you. So that just might be an additional message for someone. And obviously take what resonates and leave the rest. But yeah, it appears that you're really good at clearing the air, and people maybe don't even notice that you've changed the topic. Like they don't notice what you're doing. Like it doesn't come across as forced because of how lighthearted you can make a situation. You seem lighthearted and genuine, and this is a very subtle talent that people often miss, and that you maybe often miss. And this is something that's quite important even in your personal life, about seeing the positivities where there is just negative. So like seeing the negative and seeing, okay, I just need to clear this up. I just need to clean this up. Like just asking yourself what you can genuinely do, like practically do to improve the situation. So there's actually, like, I don't know if maybe with the comic, I don't know if maybe you are the fun friend, the one that's always making jokes, but deep down you have this practicality to you. You know that sort of life's too short to be, well, not exactly, but you realize that negativity is only going to just brew more negativity, and it's just going to be a downward spiral. I think it's something like that that prevents you from going down that negative spiral like other people do. And it also gave you an immense skill of seeing the positive in negative situations and seeing improvements and seeing ways to move forward, ways to move on, ways to clear the air, ways to just sweep away the negativity and stay focused. Because there is something in your reading, a slight additional message about focus and distractibility. So I don't know if often you might find yourself distracted, and it's actually because you are highly sensitive to the environment around you and you are focusing on many details at once. So keep that in mind. And what you're seeking in life is a bit of less distractions, less things to focus on. You like to you are skilled at simplifying situations. So I think that is all I have for you, Power 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I enjoyed reading for you. If you would like to support my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be looking at what is your hidden talents. So what are your hidden skills? What are your hidden abilities that you often miss and that maybe you need to focus on more? So let's see. We have tarot cards and oracle cards. For your tarot cards, oh wow, you have a lot. You have more than the other piles, but anyway, you have the Hangman, the Sun, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. Interesting. Very powerful cards so far. Very interesting. And for your oracle cards, you have the Shadow, Reunion of Souls, interesting, you have the Bouquet, and you have the Sun. Interesting. Right off the bat, I'm seeing that perhaps this is something that you don't know you don't know how much you influence people. You don't know how much influence you can have over people. And this isn't something negative. This isn't like power. This is more like you have a presence that people instantly notice. And I don't know why. Maybe you need to know this. You need to know that you are quite eye-catching. I don't know if it's the way you dress or something, but you must be very calming and a beautiful presence to be around. And I am seeing that you are attractive as well. Attractive, beautiful. And I don't know why you need to know this. Maybe you need to understand that you have this skill and you need to appreciate it more, because you are like a good influence in people's lives. You are a really good presence and influence in people's lives. So there's something you need to know, that this is some skill that you should be using more, I think, because you could be using it for such good, like by expressing yourself, and any work that you do on yourself, it shines outwards on your appearance, on your presence, and people notice it. People want to be honest, a lot of people want to be like you. That's what it looks to me. I am seeing a few other things. Like, I am seeing that you remain sort of detached, or you do a lot of inner work that really starts to shine outwardly. I'm seeing that you do a lot of inner work on your things like your spiritual development, or perhaps even your shadow with the shadow card here. You work on things like your ego, and you appear calm and humble and quite wise on the outside. I think you appear like you have, I don't know why, but you appear like you have your darker sides under control. A hidden talent of yours is to sort of encourage people to do the same, because people can sense that you, like I said, I don't know why, that you have your darker sides under control. And it's quite inspiring to others, because it makes you appear like a leader, like someone who has perhaps not even just your darker sides, but has your life under control. And you emit this steady radiance, this steady calmness on your expression, optimism. You seem like you would be quite calm in a disaster. You don't let stress get to you, and that is quite inspiring. So I think you have a strong ability to lead by example. So what that means is, by you doing inner work or being yourself, shining your light, anything that you're into, people want to follow you. They want to copy what you're doing. So, because you appear to be on a different level, to be honest. You appear to be on a different level to others. You just highly magnetic. There's a lot of things hidden about you though, like the sun. When you think of the sun, its light is so bright, but if you look into the sun, you know, it hurts to look in the sun, like directly at the sun. And so the actual shape and nature of the sun remains hidden. So I think your depth and your inner life is quite private. And of course, this does look like a lot of people know you, but they don't know anything. Like they don't know too much about you. They only know basic facts, simple facts about you, simple things that you're into, little things that you like. And the way that they want to follow you is through, well, it's quite inspiring that you remain calm. It's quite inspiring, or at least in your face, in the way that you appear quite calm and sort of relaxed, optimistic, light, content, happy. That's how you appear on the outside. So but your deeper self, or how you act otherwise, is quite a mystery to people. So yeah, I am seeing you're also an example sort of spiritually for people. So not just emotionally, people want to follow your optimism and your light, for example. You're also sort of spiritually wise, meaning like you are wise and you appear to be humble. So there's something so humble, light, attractive. I don't know if it's the way you dress, or I think it's in your face. You have attractive face or skin. I am going like a bit on additional messages, because I am seeing that you have done a lot of inner work, and people can sense that on the outside. They can sense that you are content with your darker sides. You have them under control. You've healed them. You've sort of faced them. They can see that you've faced your darker side, and that you don't repress anything, but that you are private. Like even if your healing work isn't entirely done yet, you don't let it show to other people. So you hide it, but you certainly don't appear to be suppressing any negative emotions like jealousy, anger. You don't appear to be suppressing that. I think there's also something very powerful about you, because you're such a leader. And this is something that you need to know. I think maybe you ignore this skill a bit too much, but you appear to be such a leader and quite powerful and influential. Perhaps you give good advice. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think it's something that specific even. I just think by you being you are influential to others. You know, if you say you're reorganizing, cleaning a room, this is just a silly small example, but a lot of people will then be motivated to do the same. You just motivate people with your light and your optimism or people can sense that you're optimistic, because yeah, things don't appear to affect you. That's another thing. You appear quite strong because of how detached you are. So I think a lot of people wish that they had that skill of not letting things get to you. You know, you're calm. You're just the calm in a storm. You're the eye of the storm, you know. You're, if people are trying to insult you, it doesn't get to you. Or this is the impression maybe a lot of people have, because they think that nothing can bring you down, really. And I think that can be quite true. Maybe you've experienced a lot in life and you've genuinely overcome it. So there is a significant truth to that, actually, that you overcome things and you don't let it dim your light. That's another very strong message here. You get wiser after it. So I think you have a skill at, I actually do think that you have a skill at giving people advice, at helping people in their journeys, particularly when it comes to what to focus on and what not to focus on. I feel like you know what is a waste of your time and what isn't. So I think you're good at telling people, like, oh, that's not a big deal. You know, that's not something you should focus your attention on. Focus your attention on this instead. I don't know. I think you have a skill at that type of particular advice. Yeah, definitely very highly influential. You are highly influential. You are comfortable. You are quite comfortable in difficult situations. In conflicts, you keep a straight face. You remain calm. There's something very calming about your presence. You have that skill to not let things get to you. You don't let it hurt your sense of self. You still have a strong sense of self. So this is a ability that a lot of people, I'm guessing a lot of people wish that they were like this. A lot of people wish that they could remain calm, even in big transitions or big changes or emergencies or anything like that. You remain calm. Yeah. There's definitely a lightness to you and something that draws people to you. So I think your hidden ability is your energy. It's your aura. It's just something that draws people to you. Whether you believe it or not, I think that you are actually quite blessed with beauty. So don't ever doubt that. So I'm going to get your last oracle card out. You have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. I think with you, there is a part of you that will not give up. Whichever dreams you have, no matter what situation you are in, whatever difficult situation that you find yourself in, you are still focused on your dreams and your wants and your desires, to the point where you're actually quite practical. You're actually quite, how can I say this, organized and sort of you're actually a hard worker. So a hidden skill that you have is, because of this side of you, I think you can bring the spiritual down to earth. I think a hidden skill that I've been seeing throughout your reading is perhaps an additional skill, additional to being able to influence people. I think you were able to bring sort of lofty dreams back down to earth, or lofty spirituality, and bring it to a grounded place. You are quite grounded. You know that if you want to explore the light, you have to explore the dark. If you want to be spiritual, that does not mean ignoring the physical. So I think there's a part of you that's, you bring things down to earth. You're very practical. And it's in your practicality that you find solutions, even in emergencies or even in difficult situations. You search and you find a solution. So there is a part of you that's very intelligent as well. Yep, there's a part of you that is a hard worker, and you are able to achieve your goals a lot of the times. You develop or gain peace through groundedness and practicality as well. So I think that is all that I'm seeing for your reading, Pal 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you would like to support my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a reading with me, the link will be in the description box below. I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we'll be looking at what is your hidden talents, so any hidden skills, abilities that you have that maybe you need to focus on now. So let's get started. You have tarot cards and oracle cards. So you have the Justice card, the Chariot, interesting, the Eight of Pentacles, for your oracle cards you have Creativity, interesting, Creativity. You have Eros. You have the Tree card and the Letter. Okay, I am seeing that you are highly skilled. I can see you sort of building things, doing things with your hands. Like, not sure if you have like skills such as knitting, crochet, woodwork, skills like that where you need sort of a workshop, glass making, things like that. I'm not sure what hands-on skills you have, but you are highly skilled at this. Highly skilled. And I'm seeing that some of it is passed on, like passed down to you, or a skill that you were sort of born with. or just a natural talent. So I think your hidden abilities, sorry, that was an additional message, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Even if you don't have those skills, this may be your power. So I think one of your hidden talents is you have natural talent at something. You're naturally talented, particularly at something hands-on and creative. And perhaps this is something that you're not focusing on enough, or you weren't told to embrace this side of you, but you have a lot of hands-on skills, particularly very creative skills. My guess is, I don't know, I'm sort of getting the sense that in your work or in your daily life, you do not have time for this creative side of you. Particularly a side of you that likes to build things. I don't know if it's in general, like building a new life, or if it's something specific, like a skill. But yeah, there's a side of you that is there's a side of you that is very sensitive to art. You have an eye for art, for beauty, and for connection too. This may apply to other people as well. I think that you feel a pull towards a certain career that is a little more artistic, or at least something that you have to, a skill that you have to put work into or discipline into, something like your own business or working on your own. I think you feel a pull toward working on your own. I think you are quite sensitive in the sense that you are sensitive to beauty and to art. I think these things move you a lot. I think you want a life of connection, connecting with others, connecting with the world around you, and reaching out. And I think that this has been limited or put to the side, this particular skill that you have, because of career or because of outside circumstances, like responsibilities, any sort of responsibilities that you have. This natural talent and skill has been pushed aside. I think that for your wellness, for your well-being, you need to feel connected to the world around you and to others. So if you can't feel connected to others, you need to feel connected to the larger world, whether it be nature or the city that you live in. You need to explore your neighborhood, your city, the town that you live in, whatever it may be. You need to feel connected to the world around you, and the way that you connect to the world around you is perhaps through creation and art. It does not always have to be through another person, so that's why I'm giving alternate examples. But yeah, this appears to be a natural skill to you. Like, this is innate in you. This is just how you are. This is just how you are naturally. This is just your natural way of being and your natural way of seeing the world is to make connections. So I think that even goes deeper than that. Like, deeper than just in your art or in your practice, like in your work or in your relationships, in the way that you communicate with others. It's through making connections. So I'm not sure if you're good at spotting little details that other people miss. You're good at making connections and seeing patterns where there is no, well, where other people miss the patterns. And making connections is just your special skill. It fuels your creativity, it fuels your work, and it fuels your relationships. So it also it helps your mental health. It helps you in your goals. It helps you in setting goals and reaching goals. For example, if you don't feel connected to the world around you, you may be less productive. You may be less able to work or to go after your goals, or to feel motivated even, or happy. Creativity is in you. It's not just an outside practice. Like, it's not just you set time and you create a painting. For you, you are always being creative because you're always making connections. You are always seeking connection with the world around you and others and your environment. I think through noticing details that others may miss, and through sort of your pattern recognition, you end up quite intelligent because you notice what people miss first. You're the first one to know the outcome of a situation. And this hidden talent of yours, either it may be pushed aside or suppressed, or it may be something that you don't realize that you're already doing. Like, you're doing this constantly. This is a side of you that you're doing constantly. Another thing is, you might not know that other people don't do this. Other people are not as good at this. The other people are not as good with details and with making connections between different information and different signs that you're seeing around you. So I think either this hidden talent needs to be channeled by you learning a particular skill if you haven't learned a skill already, or by you focusing on your skills more than you are now. I think this is something that you need to either learn a skill or focus on the skills that you already know a little more. Give them a little more attention, because I think you need that as your outlet. Because if you're just taking on, like, I think you don't realize how special that is, or how much you notice, like how much more you notice compared to others, because in you noticing, like, you're just taking in the world around you, and it doesn't have an outlet, or sort of, I feel like you need to share that side of you a little bit more with others. So by having an outlet, you can have a means of expressing that. Like, maybe you share it with others, maybe you won't, but at least it's out there, because right now it's quite hidden and it's bunching up in your mind, all of these things that you were noticing, all of these connections that you were seeing, and it almost feels like it's going to waste. This skill is going to waste. Because it's your, so this pile is quite different to the other ones in that this is a skill that's hidden to you because it's so ingrained in who you are that you don't even see it as a skill. You think, oh, everyone else must be like this, but it's not true. You have a particular skill in this. Not everyone is like this. Not everyone notices details in the environment. Not everyone can make such unique and creative connections between almost two different circumstances, and not everyone feels as connected to the environment or to their neighborhood or to their city as much as you do. This skill that you have is quite important. What I'm feeling is if you didn't have this skill, you wouldn't feel as motivated. You might feel quite depressed because you won't feel as connected to the world around you. So this skill is your way of reaching out and feeling connected to the world around you. Certainly. I will be getting out your additional oracle card. You have Bring Love into the Situation, New Moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like this card just captures how unique you actually are. You're quite unique. And if you found your way of connecting with the world while being quite unique, it's just inspiring to others. It's almost like two different things combining and coming together. And this connection of opposites is how you find sort of love and joy in your life. So what's interesting about your reading is, what I found interesting when the cards came out is you have a lot of lofty cards that are about emotions, and then you also have cards that are so grounded and down to earth and quite logical. And I find that this card, this oracle card, captures that, because Aquarius can also be quite detached. And just speaking generally, like what I noticed, the detail that I'm noticing right now is Aquarius can be quite detached, and sometimes he can represent the future, technology, and things like that, things that are a bit sort of cold and detached because, you know, they're so far from us, you know, advancement and future and things like that. And yet the card says bring love into the situation. So it's interesting dynamic you have going on. It's almost like you're detached from the world, but you also love the world. Or you're this observer of the world, but you're also included in the world. So I think this is a skill or an aspect about yourself that you need to embrace more. You need to see it as unique because perhaps you think it isn't. Perhaps you think that it's not a skill that you have, it's just, or you just don't focus on it because it's so in the background, it's so part of who you are that it's hard for you to use this skill or to use it in other circumstances and make it spread into your work or into your art or into whatever skills that you have. Because I think you're quite a unique example of this intense balance between detachment and involvement in the world. Some people fall into detachment. They don't find ways to reach out again into the world. Whereas you found a way. It's a unique skill that you have, that you find connections. It's your way of reaching out back into the world and not falling into sort of isolation. So, a lot of your joy and your love, or a lot of the ways that you can connect to others is through this gift of noticing little details and making these connections. So I think that is all that I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you'd like to support my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a reading with me, the link will be in the description box below. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.